You guys, check out what I bought a few days ago. Are you ready for it? I don't think you are. Hell yeah! New favorite shirt just dropped. And wait, there's more. Ta-da! I'm a Lumen employee now, what can I say? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am back today watching Severance Season 2, Episode 8, Sweet Vitriol. Now, I have been excited for this episode since I've read the title for it. Sweet Vitriol? That sounds tea. Also, I have already heard from somewhere online that this episode is going to be centered around Cobell. How the fuck do y'all know that? Like, I think I saw a tweet or something, and someone was like, yeah, like, this is Cobell's episode, and this was like a week ago, and it seems to be correct. How do you know that? Where are you getting this information from? Literally, how do you know that? Anyway, first things first, I see this episode is shorter, which, on the one hand, but also, bit of a relief. Like, I don't know if I can take the fucking emotional damage that I did last week. So, like, might be a bit of a relief, but also, like, it's shorter, like, damn it. I have some thoughts that I've written down before we get into today's video. First and foremost, thank you guys so much for all the love on my last video. I was really not expecting it to get as many views and comments and engagement as it did, which has just been such a lovely surprise. We've passed the goal of 50 subscribers by the end of March. I think I'm at like 120 as of recording this, which is crazy! That's crazy, and it makes me so happy, and I genuinely love reading all of your comments. Thank you for pointing things out for me. Certain things I do realize after filming when I'm editing, I'm like, oh. So for example, I know now that in terms of Gemma and like her innies and outies, it's regular Gemma on the testing floor in the hallways. All these separate sort of innie versions in each room, separate from each other, and then obviously Miss Casey when she goes up the elevator. I think it took me a little while to cotton on to that, because obviously when we're first seeing actual Gemma, my brain's not jumping to the conclusion that this must be actual real Gemma. I'm still thinking real Gemma maybe died and whatever. So that's why I didn't cotton on to that straight away. But now I know. Now, by the time I reached the end of the episode and was editing, I'm like, oh shit, this is actually Audi Gemma downstairs. So I have realized that. One thing I want to discuss, one of the things I want to discuss is I've seen people talking about how they're theorizing that Lumen offered Gemma some kind of a deal, probably relating to her fertility and guaranteeing that she could have a child, and Gemma agreeing to go with Lumen. I don't agree with that. Obviously, if that is the case, it would have been under false pretense. Like, there is no way Lumen would have been honest about everything that entailed, if that is the case. I don't think it is, and there's a couple of reasons why. The first is, during that sequence where the camera sort of looked like it was kind of jumping down the corridor, when I was editing and I could go literally frame by frame, I swear I saw flashes of, like, snow in the dark and things that almost looked like not a car crash itself, but things that might have been at the scene of the car crash. And I think we were seeing this kind of from Gemma's perspective. So I still think that a crash of some sort took place. I do think if a crash did take place, it was orchestrated by Lumen, though. I'm not ruling it out entirely that Gemma agreed to go with Lumen. It's not the theory that's grabbing me the most. But I could definitely be wrong about that. Could definitely be wrong. It's plausible. It's certainly plausible, but I just think it's a bit flimsy. I'm not super convinced by it. The other thing that kind of made me think it's not true is the fact that Dr. Mauer lied to her about Mark moving on. Because although Gemma is definitely a prisoner by now, so even if she agreed to go, it's not like she can leave anytime she wants. So even with that in mind, I still think it would be weird that he would say that, like, Mark moved on and has a baby now if her whole reason for, like, agreeing to come with Lumen was to have a baby. So I don't know, but like I said, Lumen could have fully just lied to her and been like, oh, well, we'll give you a baby, and, like, that's it. Nothing bad or sus or torturous, going on down here, and then they might have just trapped her there. So, like, that is plausible. But anyway, I'm just not fully convinced on that theory, but I do think it's very much plausible, so we'll have to wait and see about that, I guess. And that'll be a lot of fun to discover, I'm sure. I also saw a theory that Devon is, like, secretly working with Lumen. That's incorrect. I'm sorry, that's not. That's just not the truth. I think from last episode, well, I'm saying I think. I had no idea what the fuck Lumen was doing after last episode. I was so confused by those rooms. I've since read online a theory which I think has just got to be it. And some people I think have said it in the comments as well, and I fully agree with it. That I think Lumen's ultimate goal is to remove any sort of painful or annoying or harrowing scenarios from life by severing people and letting different versions of their innies do it instead. That's it. That is like the strongest theory I've read. It just makes I read that and everything just like clicked into place. Now my theory is, now I'm wondering, obviously, as a lot of people are, I'm wondering what Cold Harbor is. And what is Cold Harbor that it is worse than what we've already seen? My theory is that Cold Harbor somehow relates to death. Now, I don't know if that means avoiding the painful experience of death, or if it's avoiding death altogether, if it's going to be chasing immortality, if it's going to be a form of basically just like, severing yourself so you don't have to experience death. I'm not sure. I'm extremely scared though, because I just think that, death is the ultimate human pain, literally and mentally as well, grappling with our own mortality is like, that's a human condition, right? Knowing that we are going to die one day when no other species has that awareness, right? So I think that that's what Cold Harbor relates to. I also think that this is how they will market severance to the world, by saying, I don't have to experience all these terrible things, just get severed, right? But I think that that will ultimately be a Trojan's horse for Lumen to take control. Now, that's very vague, take control. I don't know exactly what that looks like. Obviously, we know Lumen is not out here actually trying to help people and improve lives. So, yes. Okay, as for this episode, like I said, love the title. Intrigued by the title, Sweet Vitriol. Now, people have said this is a Cobell episode. I believe them. My predictions for that, I think we're going to find out what the deal is with, I think her name was Charlotte Cobell. It was like the breathing tube she had at her shrine. I think the birth date was like 1944. Is that her mother? I would assume so. That's my best guess. I think we're going to be seeing Cobell's side of the story, and I really don't know what to expect. I don't have any guesses. I haven't really read any theories about it, and I sometimes try to avoid theories because they can, when they're correct, they're essentially a spoiler, even if you don't realize it's a spoiler at the time. So I think that I'm going to stop talking now because I want to get into it. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into Severance, Season 2, Episode 8, Sweet Vitriol. Yeah, so we were seeing a lot of harmony, or Cobell, in the recap. It's definitely going to be an episode focusing on her. It's rare seeing the ocean in Severance. Seaside vibes. Ooh, still looks fucking cold as shit though. It's still snowing, I see. Some freak will be out surfing though. Some freak will be out surfing. There always is. There's always one, right? Wow. Beautiful landscapes. Beautiful score once again as well. Cobell's really like on the run, isn't she? She's getting fucking far away from Lumen. Salt's Neck. Interesting. Damn, this place looks like, pretty abandoned, this little town. Score is so good. Ooh! Different little title tune there, and no title scene. Queen, there's no toothpaste on that toothbrush. Hello? Who are you? I can't see what he's doing. He? She? I can't even see that. Do I need glasses? Upping something, I'm guessing. Detective Jarrett is on the case. Don't let her. Come on, girl. Oh, Devin did decide to call her. Oh, Queen. Wow, I did not think Devin would go through with that. I said last video that I thought that was a terrible idea. I agreed with Rugabi that Cobell would just turn them straight over to Lumen, but now I'm not so sure. I've changed my mind already. Like, she seems to be well and truly, trying to run from Lumen. And so I don't think she's still trying to get into their good graces. So this will be interesting though. I don't know how it's going to pan out, but I think I have changed my mind that I don't think Cobell would just hand them over straight away. I'm not sure if she would help them. That remains to be seen. But yeah, I'm very intrigued. Where are we right now?
Dutch Stevens kid.
How the fuck do you flip a 2-ton snowplow?
The stupidity.
Jesus.
Oh, that's kind of you.
On the house.
Thank you.
I feel like already so much is going over my head. Oh, I've just remembered something. I've had 2 separate nightmares about this episode. One was that I forgot to record my reaction and that it was a Cobell-centric episode and she was being attacked by, like, you know those, like, metallic bug things from fucking Wreck-It Ralph? The episode was about her trying to escape those and I was like, this is low-key, like, kind of shit. And I was so disappointed. That's why it was a nightmare. I was so disappointed that it was a bad episode of Severance. And secondly, that I'd forgotten to record my reaction. And then just last night, this morning even, I had another dream about this episode. And I think I just dreamt it was shit. And I was like, fuck. So fucking fingers crossed that my dreams are wrong, but I'm certain they would be. It's always so weird to see, like, such different settings when usually we're so much in, like, only a few main locations, you know? Is there recognition in those eyes, or no? I kind of feel like she's been here before. And she's, like, coming back here.
Harmony Cobell. Well, flip my toboggan.
Oh, she's, like, quoting him. Yeah, so she has been here before. He does know her.
You want coffee?
How do they know each other?
No.
Ex-hubby vibes?
The town is older than I remembered. Frailer.
Don't be rude.
Yeah, well, with the market readjustment from a few years ago and the fluctuating interest rates, there was a retrenchment from some of the core infrastructure investments.
There's too many words. I don't know what that means. This is where a lesser show would have someone be like, in English, please.
I need a favor, but not here. Meet me at the factory.
Is this the Ether Factory? I'm trying to remember what an Ether Factory is. Google time. Define ether. No, not ethereal. Ether. A pleasant smelling, colourless, volatile liquid that is highly flammable. Used as an anesthetic and as a solvent or intermediate in industrial processes. An anesthetic. So Kieran? No. Kieran. Yes, Kieran. Worked at or formed ether factories. So I wonder if this is the factory. I don't know. Let's get back into it.
Close up for me.
You're gonna leave her to close up? Lumen. On that red building there. Yeah, that looked like the Lumen logo as well. I'm so intrigued, oh my god. What are we gonna find out today? I love the framing of these 2 shots as well. Yo. I love that shot too. That's rad.
You know how fucked it is to ask me to come here.
Why? Tell us.
I need you to drive me to Sissy's.
No thanks.
Who's Sissy?
How much trouble are you in?
A lot.
Enough.
It's more eloquent than what I said.
I need to get something.
Why would I help you with anything?
I'm thinking X-Flame, this guy.
We were once chums. Old colleagues left each other out.
Yeah, I bet they shared vessels once. Maybe twice.
Child fucking labor.
I'm confused. I feel like my brain is switched off.
Kier and Imogen met at the ether mill. You know that?
I feel so stupid right now. I have no idea what's going on. But I know this is how the writing of the show goes. Like, they reveal information slowly. Like, it'll make sense, I know, but I just always have this nagging feeling that everyone else watching right now is like, yep, Kieran Imogen, gotcha, I follow, I know this guy already, we theorized this guy would be here. Another fucking awesome shot. Oh. Devin? Imagine she picks up now. Like, hello? This is Harmony Cooper. We'll see in a second, I'm sure. I thought that was Jamie Lee Curtis for a second. Sister? Maybe?
I have a mind to call the authorities.
Yeah, I reckon. Harmony on the doorframe. I've been wondering if, like, Harmony lost a child somehow, but, like, I don't know. Like, I don't know.
Do you want to come down here and tell me what this is all about?
Just no. Quarterly strimmer? Did that say? Okay, I was gonna say, I'm not sure if Sissy is her sister or her mother. Hey there. Note from editing Jara. I was just reading a review for this episode, and Sissy is Harmony's aunt. So, there you have it. Quarterly strimmer. Google time. Define strimmer. I think strimmer is a made-up word in this context, because a strimmer is apparently another word for, like, a grass trimmer. I somehow think that's not what Sissy is. Call me crazy! I don't think she was at Lumen going... But we'll see, I guess. It's a youth apprentice as well. I wonder if that's, like, what Miss Huang is now. Ish?
Has anyone been here?
A Mr. Drummond.
Uh-oh.
What have you done, little mouse?
It's kind of cute. Little mouse.
Why do you bring nothing but woe into my life?
Whoa, you say? It's malice, dread, and frolic as well, perhaps?
What were her last words?
Child, do not test me.
Were those her last words, or are you just saying that?
She said nothing after you pulled the tube from her gullet.
Oh! I feel like I'm intruding.
There was gratitude in her eyes to be freed from her suffering.
So that breathing tube is her mother, and her mother is Charlotte Cobell.
If only she had been a believer, perhaps she would have found solace in the 9.
The other big question, a lot of theories I've seen relate to, like, is Lumen trying to overcome mortality? And that's one that I'm like, I could see that being a thing, but I'm not sure. I don't know if that feels a bit childish. A lot of my theories feel really childish, but I wonder if that her saying that is, like, a bit metaphorical. Like, what was it? She said, like, if only she had been a believer, maybe she would have taken solace in the 9 or something. I wonder if that's like, oh, if only she had undergone whatever Lumen's doing, maybe she would have lived longer. I never know if I'm, like, onto something or just talking fucking shit.
I would have cared for her myself had I not been at school.
How long ago did her mother die?
I didn't even get to say goodbye.
Your studies were more important. And the Wintertide Fellowship, even at the factory.
There it is again.
No apprentice was more industrious than you. Such a disappointment you've proven to be.
Oh, God, I feel for Cobell.
Return and plead forgiveness, child. The Egan's will grant it.
Oh, I do not think they will, actually. I mean, Cobell knows not to trust Lumen. She knows enough about them to know that they cannot be trusted. A little pet rock there. Okay, so we've got the 4 tempers there. Sorry, I'm pausing. Okay, more goat imagery. The 4 tempers. What are those? Lumen ether. Those badge-like things say. Things that are hanging on the pegs. Work-life balance. There's like a vintage poster there. Do not allow yourself to sag or something beneath the weight of your... Does that say classified and... It doesn't say classified. It's something in unbalanced life. I think I do need glasses. Trying to get clues. I won't have any idea what to do with the clues once I've got them, but I'm trying to get them.
Where is it?
A bone there, okay. Benevolence. I don't know if those are like the 9 core principles. I don't think so though. So yeah, obviously another shrine like Harmony herself had in her home.
I found it!
What is this for? I think this whole video I'm just like, who is that? Where are we? Who is that? What's that? Who's that? What's this? What's that about? What's that for? Well, who's that now? What's this? Oh god. That lighting is like haunting. Okay, so the key was to this room then. No. Yeah, like I said, I wonder how long ago her mother died, because she said, oh, well, you were at school. And I'm like, well, does she mean like school, like when you're a kid's school, or school in that colloquial way, where it's like just a higher form of study? Man, I really feel for Cobell. I view her so differently to how I did in season 1. It's so interesting. It's like she's trying to feel how like her mother would have felt. Trying to emulate it almost. Such a haunting sound. Lighting, popping off.
What is this? What happened? I have to find it.
Find what?
My question exactly. Again, I'm really racking my brain and I've got no theory as to what she could be trying to find.
I liked her.
You barely knew her.
She hated Lumen more than I did, so I needed to know.
Interesting.
You want to get high?
She looks tempted, I'm not gonna lie. I want... Could this be like ether that they're huffing? Could this be like a Lumen product? I don't know. Jesus. Yeah, that looks like a lot of fun. Ooh, yes, my turn.
Oh, I haven't done that since I was 8.
8?
You ready to man the vat for 10 hours?
Okay, wait, before when she said we were colleagues and he said it was child labor, does that mean that they actually knew each other? Were they both working in the factory, like, as children or something? And that's how they knew each other? I'm still picking up on a vibe between these two. I still think there's a history there. But is that what he meant before?
It's shameful to
Here we go. No? Oh, yep. Called it. Everyone on this show is just sucking and fucking, aren't they?
I don't like it's here.
What? Tell me, damn it! Who now? Or was she just yelling at him?
She wouldn't throw it away.
Oh, I can't see shit. Annual Reminiscences. Myrtle Egan School for Girls. So like a little yearbook moment. I don't know if it's Jame or Jamie. Jamie Egan Wintertide Fellowship. And that's, okay, so that's Harmony. So, obviously, like I said, this is what Miss Huang is aiming for as well. We still don't know what it actually is, though. What is she looking for? So it's like all their old kind of childhood stuff. Is there something in there? Is it gonna be like a Severance chip or something? Like, I don't really know what it would mean if there was, but like, that's like my only fucking guess. Okay, so like a notepad.
I'm going. Don't tell them I was here.
I would never bear falsity to a steward of the Egans.
Talk normal.
Lumen destroyed this town. You owe them no loyalty.
There was no town before the factory. Everything that you have, you owe back to the Egans as fealty.
What is the Wintertide Fellowship? That's what I want to fucking know.
Mine! My designs! Circuit blueprint, base code, overtime contingency, Glasgow block, all of it!
Huh? Yo! Oh my god! I did not see that coming. Holy fucking shit. Oh. The writing in this show,
Why
dude.
have you never spoken of this?
Oh my god.
I was told Kier's knowledge is for all.
Oh my god.
That if I sought credit, I would be banished.
This could explain why, like, she was the only one that suspected that reintegration was possible back in season 1, because if she was the original fucking inventor of the chip, then she would know how it all works and that it could potentially be, like, undone. Yo, I never would have guessed that. I wonder if I haven't seen anyone present that theory. Oh my god. Oh, I'm shook. I'm just in shock. I can't actually think of the ramifications of that yet. Ah! Do not throw it in the fire! No, don't you dare! Oh, thank God.
It was her hand that removed the tube, not mine.
No!
Your mother was a coward.
I don't believe you!
I thought you were different. My flower. I tried to help you grow.
Oh, fuck. This kind of furthers my thinking that Lumen might be looking for a way to prevent death or extend life. Like, I don't know, I'm just thinking, like, if Harmony developed this chip with that intention, I don't know how those things would connect, to be fair. I don't see how, like, severing one's brain would, like, prevent death. So it's a flimsy theory, but I wonder if that could have been part of her motivation and why she feels so upset about the death of her mother, because, like, maybe she feels like it's something that, like, she herself could have prevented, but her mother hated Lumen and might have refused to undergo it, or maybe died before she could even fully develop. I don't know if I'm even remotely on the right track here. But that is crazy that she came up with like the design for it. Oh my god. Fuck, who's this now? Is this gonna be Drummond or somebody? And who did she see at Lumen? Like, what made her change her mind?
Hampton.
I'll see you around.
I like this guy. I fear for his life.
Come tame these tempers, assholes.
Hell yeah. She's gonna pick up?
Listen, Sal, thank fuck, I've been trying to reach you. So listen, Mark has been reintegrating?
We're a copy.
Yeah.
And she hasn't killed him yet. Is Mark with you?
Oh, yes.
Put him on.
Ooh, tea!
Hello?
Tell me everything.
Okay! Cobell redemption arc. Ah, that episode was too damn short. Fuck, it really did go by quickly. But yo! Okay, super short episode, as we knew. That was so tea. Oh my god. Oh, I'm so shocked. I literally am just like, I just can't keep saying, like, in my head over and over again, like, I would never have seen that coming. That's crazy. Oh, I'm so excited to see where this goes next now. Oh my god. I trust her, like, as an ally now. I think she is done with Lumen. Sweet Vitriol, like, that title, like, I think she definitely does feel vitriolic, like, towards Lumen. It's a great title. I'm obsessed with it. Oh, I feel like I don't have that much to say from just from this episode. Like I said, I don't know about the whole theory of, like, I don't know, Lumen and Death. I don't know how they interconnect, if at all. I could be just completely on the wrong track there. My theories are never very sophisticated and they're never usually correct. So I don't hold out much hope in myself that I'm actually on the right track here. So I wonder if Harmony's on her way back kind of to whatever it's called. I think it's called Kia, the region. I wonder if she's coming back. I don't think she would, though. But I wonder what she's going to do. So now that she's got that, is she going to just prove to the world that she is the rightful inventor? I don't see how that would be her motivation. Is she going to try and use it to, like, take down Lumen? I don't think she's going to do it to try and win favor with Lumen. I think she is well and truly done with Lumen. I don't know if I have anything more to say about that episode, actually. I'm sorry if this isn't that interesting. But, like, I don't know, maybe I'll be editing this and I'll have all these other thoughts. Maybe I'll add on some stuff at the end, maybe. Or maybe I'll just be no thoughts, head empty. What I do want to say before I go today is obviously we've only got 2 more episodes left of this season. And so I wanted to let you guys know that the next show that I will be watching is The Last of Us Season 2. I hope that you guys are keen for that. I know I am. And I wanted to ask if you guys have any requests or suggestions for what you might want to see next. Feel free to comment them below. One other thing is, obviously, my reactions are a bit weird because I only started doing them for the second half of season 2. And I wanted to ask if you guys would be at all interested in me going back and rewatching Severance. I'm not sure if that would be of interest because obviously it's not going to be like my first time reaction. It's like my third time reaction probably. I've watched season 1 twice. I think twice, yeah. But I thought I'd ask because firstly, I'm sure there's a lot more I would pick up on another rewatch with the context of everything that's happened in season 2. But I don't know. I won't take offense if you're not interested. But I'll see if I can figure out a way to put like a little poll or something. But yes, I will preface this by saying that when it comes to suggestions and stuff, I watch a lot of TV. I've seen a lot of the great stuff already. I've seen Breaking Bad. I've seen all the Game of Thrones. Unfortunately, I've seen House of the Dragon up to date. I've seen Avatar: The Last Airbender. I feel like that's a pretty popular one to react to as well. Obviously, I've seen Last of Us Season 1. I'm nearly finished watching The Sopranos just in my own time. I've seen Mad Men. I've seen a lot. And a lot of sitcoms and stuff too. However, there's still shows out there that I haven't seen. Some examples, I've never watched Yellow Jackets. I've never watched White Lotus. I'm thinking of maybe doing that one next. And I haven't watched season 3 of The Bear. specifically. Unfortunately, I've watched a lot of shows, or I'm partway through a lot of shows. But anyway, if you have a show that you would love to see me react to, feel free to comment it below and I'll take it into consideration. And yes, like I said, when I finish with Severance, I'll be rolling straight onto The Last of Us. I've also got Invincible videos if you're interested in checking those out. Anyway, I think that's it for me. I feel like I should have more to say, but I'm kind of just stunned into silence. Oh my god. I'm back to being like excited again instead of filled with dread for the next episode. Of course, I am still ultimately filled with dread. I think the next one's titled The After Hours, which is intriguing. So yes. Oh, also, I'm obviously not fucking sponsored, but if you want this shirt, I'll leave a link in the description. I think it's a bit of a random website, not gonna lie, but the quality seems pretty good so far. So if you're interested, I'll leave a link for that down in the description if you want your own shirt. They've got other designs too, I think. Yeah, so I just wanted to once again say thank you so much for all of the support, all of the lovely comments. It means the world to me. And yeah, I'm so stoked with how well my last video did. And yeah, thank you so much for every single person that took the time to like leave a lovely comment or to share your thoughts. I have a lot of fun interacting with you all. So thank you so much. And for a new little subscriber goal, well, we're pretty close to 200 already. So I would love to could we hit 200 by like in this video? So like in a week, in another week from now. Can we hit 200 sometime soon? I don't know. Anyway, thank you guys so much for all the love and support. And I think that's about it for this week. So let me know what you want to see from me next. And I'll see you in the next video with more Severance. Bye.